While growing up, I never knew that I had that. It was when I got to secondary school that I got to know of the disease. And then I knew that I had it. And ever since, I've known, and every day I learn new things about it. Every time I try to do anything, they always remind me, remember you're sick. Remember you're not supposed to do this because of that. So I didn't know what to classify it under, the love, care, or sympathy at that moment. And I didn't get to do so many things. Didn't get to play with my mates. I never liked it. And they will always tell me, don't do this, okay, take your drugs, don't go outside and play, don't touch water, don't go far if you're going out, all these things. And it wasn't funny. My dad is AS, my mom is AS. We are 4, my mom and dad making it 6. And I'm the 4th born, the last. And it's just me in the family, living with the condition. The hardest part is actually when in crisis, not any other thing. Work, I don't have problem with work. And anytime crisis begins, that's when I feel so much pain and get to forget everything else. But once it's gone, work is on, other things are on, life goes on. It was 25, like almost everybody I meet, they'll be like, don't worry, at the age of 25, once you scale through that age, you'll be fine. Well, I lived with that, but now I'm more than that, so I don't believe that. Okay, according to what they said, at 25, someone once said at 25 you will be cured or it's going to leave you totally, but now I've realized that it's not true and it has never been like that to anyone. Maybe to give them hope. Yeah, hope. To make them feel they'll be fine eventually. Actually, I once encountered someone, had an encounter with someone that told me that I'm going to die, and in case I get lucky, when I get to the age of 25, that's if I don't die, that's the only thing that will save me, that can save me. And I don't think it's proper for people to say that. Okay, imagine you knowing when you will die. So it's not proper at all. With the knowledge, how people are being educated about sickle cell, things are actually getting better. People don't talk much about it. People don't point hand at anybody with the disease. It has really reduced, and thank God for that. Then I used to hide it, but now I don't. So right now I feel very normal. In fact, at times I don't even wait for people to ask. I can tell people about it. Like maybe, for instance, if I'm passing and people are talking about it, I can, if they're arguing, to say, I can just go there and clear some of their doubts. Like I was opportune to be in a classroom of 14 2 weeks back, just 3 students, and I got to find out that one of them is. So I called him. His friends were there, and then I asked him a question. But then he whispered in my ear and said yes. Then his friends heard him and they started shouting, "Hey!" And then I had to call him and tell him, actually, I am one. It's nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, I encourage him to even talk to people about it because he is actually a very smart person, and it's really feel good about it. Most people, I'll have to tell some people before they will, even if after I tell them I am, they'll be like, it's not true. Maybe I was trying to joke with them or something. But I do tell people, nobody has ever guessed my genotype. Even if they see me with yellowish eyes, they'll be like, either hepatitis or fever. I should go to the hospital. I should make sure or they will say, oh, I know one herb that will help you with this your yellowish eyes. They will never guess. No one has ever guessed, actually, unless I tell them. No. It hasn't been funny, actually. It hasn't been. Anybody you tell your genotype, that person will be like, scared. They're scared. They're scared. Before you know it, they are gone. I'll have toasters and then I'll tell them this is it. And then some will decide to stay, maybe because of pity, and some will just disappear. And then eventually those that will stay, before you know it, they are gone. Actually, with my knowledge on sickle cell and how long I've been on this earth, I encourage myself as much as I can, and thank God for my mom. She has really been of help. She has encouraged me almost all my life. So I always overcome all those things. We're capable of anything with God. Yes. Because I've seen a lot of normal, as they call it, normal people, women, giving birth, having different kind of complications that will lead to either loss of the baby or even operations. So sickle cell, it's not actually a barrier. I don't think they should. In fact, separate. As soon as you find out that you are, just separate. Just go your separate ways. Because I got to know of someone that's both AS. They got married, gave birth to 2 children. 2 of their children, one is dead, which was a sickler, and then the second one is still a sickler. So I don't advise AS and AS to marry, come together. Love shouldn't be the first thing even. There are other things involved other than love for two people to be together. So forget love, people. So I don't think love is actually the main thing on the list for 2 people to say, that can go to hell as far as we love each other, but we can't take it. Actually, I thank God for the kind of friends I have. They are people that understand, and they don't always say, hey, you know you're sick. Hey, don't do this. So, my friends are actually lovely people. One thing I believe in is, if you as a friend wants to be close to me, don't bring anything negative close to me, because the more you remind me of that condition, it brings me down, it weighs me down, and then I'll be thinking, let me not do this. Anytime I'm around you, I'll be like, oh, let me not do this, let me not do that. I believe they should always be treated normal, and then have positive thoughts around them. Never say, okay, maybe a sickle cell patient wants to join the army, and then you'll be like, you know you're sick. Maybe that's what the person has always wanted to do. And then the other person will be like, you know you're sick, you can't do that. I don't think that's proper for people to say to people like that. I think they should always encourage them, always. In fact, to an extent, don't even talk about it with them. Just talk normal with them, like a normal person, and they'll move on fine. They shouldn't feel like that's the end of everything. They should try to talk to someone if possible. They should meet someone and talk to that person, and maybe after that, like I said earlier on, when you're always being negative to someone with a sickle cell disease, that person will always think of, my condition, and then will just believe that nothing good is going to happen to that person. But when they mingle with the right people, you should meet one or two persons, talk to them, they'll be okay. I don't think I've ever heard of that, like people telling others they are possessed or anything. I've never. This is my first time of hearing that. But just in case I meet any of them, what I'll tell them is they should keep their opinion to themselves. Whatever it is that a person is going through, they shouldn't always see that they have the right to say something or do anything about it. Yeah, a lot can be done, and if something can be done, it should be done from the basics, like going to schools. Secondary schools starts at an early stage. Maybe secondary schools, at least to an extent, they understand what that is. And then when you give them the right information, they are going to grow with it, and before you know it, more people will get to know about it, and then it can be prevented through that way also. And by God's grace, Nigeria will be free of sickle cell. My name is Hope Moses. I'm a computer analyst. People living with sickle cell deserve to be treated as humans. If you can't put a smile on their face, don't add to their pain.